Okay, we are back with another reaction video, and today we're reacting to Joe Budden and Ice legendary arguments. Now, we got two clips that I want to talk about, but this is the first one. This episode is going viral right now, but this is a Patreon exclusive. Like, I'm subscribed to the Patreon. This episode came out May 22nd. Like, this episode is so old, but it's going viral now. But we're gonna get straight to it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's going viral right now, so let's go.
Crazy shit. How I was raised, it don't matter. That's cool.
Yeah, facts. If you can get her, get her. That's the favorite line. You get her.
No, listen, I don't, listen, any girl, I don't give a fuck who she is. If I used to date her before, she could have been my girlfriend. Nigga, if she want to give you some box, that's her box to give. I can't police that box.
Stop it.
No,
stop it.
Hold on.
You better stop it. You better stop it.
Hold on now.
Because I'll get that bazooka right out that closet.
You can't though. You can't though.
You better stop it.
I stand by that.
You better stop it.
Now, I stand by that.
Stop.
There's no bazooka to get.
Stop, y'all.
It's not.
Because if that was the case, then why would you ever be questioning me about why your ex is at my house?
Boom. Because you made the statement that you would never do that.
I wouldn't do it.
But you did.
No, I didn't.
So let me answer you.
Now you flustered.
No,
now you
I'm
flustered
not
looking
even
stupid.
I'm not even
now you looking stupid. It's a
Cause
dialogue.
he gonna
It's a
cut me off.
dialogue.
Well, stop cutting
So
me
your
off.
ex
You
is at
asked me a
somebody's
question,
house.
let
It's
me
her
fucking
pussy.
answer it,
It's
and
her
it's a
pussy.
dialogue.
Why? It's a dialogue. Why you cursing and
Because
screaming?
you always do
Why
this.
you don't have to scream? I'm your
be
friend.
quiet.
I love you.
I'm gonna be a church mouse.
I did not do that to you because I love
No,
you.
you asked me
So
a
now,
question, and then when I went to
I can't
answer it, you
talk
cut me
over
off. That's what
This
took
is a
place.
dialogue.
I know, so let me answer your question. Dialogue, man.
The name of this is
You asked me a question, let me answer. We had
Catch your breath.
We had a conversation on what to do. No, don't let him deter you. Don't let him distract you. We had a conversation on what I would and wouldn't do. Joe said I would never do X, Y, and Z. I started laughing. It was on the podcast.
Yeah, I remember.
I started laughing. So Joe,
That is true. That did happen on that episode prior to this episode.
what's so funny? Ha. I'm saying, yo, you would do that. He said, no, I wouldn't. I said, yes, you would. You had my ex in your fucking house filling out with hookah.
That means I was trying to fuck your ex.
But no, you said I wouldn't entertain a nigga ex. Joe's comment, you not moving the goalpost today. We're not going to get into a screaming match.
And you
we
screaming.
all were here.
You
Joe
moving
said,
it and
I
you
don't want to
screaming.
even talk to the girl, my man's exes. Am I wrong? Am I wrong,
That's
Parks?
a fact, yes.
Am I wrong?
That's a fact.
That is what you said.
I'm saying it.
And I'm saying you lying because you have talked to my exes before. I didn't say I gave a fuck. I was pointing out that you did it. That you were in your house with my ex-bitch of 9 years smoking hookah. So you sitting here lying. I didn't say I mind, because again, if she don't mind, who the fuck am I to mind?
Well, hold on, man. That mean, you kind of mind a little
No,
bit.
I don't.
Maybe.
I'm telling
That's
Joe
not the
that
mind.
he's
What he's saying
lying
is-
about never doing that.
Yeah.
So you didn't care
That was a
initially when you
mind.
found out.
Yeah, she told me. I never approached him. I ain't give a fuck.
But she didn't tell you.
She did tell me
She
that.
didn't tell you.
You're wrong.
Then why was she there?
I don't know. I don't know why she was there.
She could have left that out.
I never even grilled it. How would I find that out, Joe? Either you had to tell me or she had to tell me. Who else told me?
But hold on.
Yeah.
But she didn't tell you. He's trying to say she didn't tell you initially. That's why
I'm lost.
No, she didn't tell you initially when she was there.
I didn't say the time. I didn't even speak. I wasn't speaking to the girl.
Why she was there.
I wasn't even talking to the girl.
But your girl of 9 years never told you why she was there. And then you start questioning your man on the podcast.
I didn't question my man.
See, that's where.
Stop.
That's where it's different. He didn't
Now
question-
you moving the
He didn't question you
goalpost.
about
I'm not moving the goalpost.
You are.
Tell me how. I'm
Yes,
asking
he
like,
is.
You're moving the goalpost because
it's
As
dialogue.
As usual.
This is a
Don't
dialogue.
make me be the argumentative one. Go ahead.
So look, you're moving the goalpost because his point is not that you were there talking to his ex or whatever. It was you said I would never do that, and he's proving to you you did do that. That was the point.
Stop right there. Maybe he misunderstood me. What I said here, which is I wouldn't fuck one of y'all exes, I wouldn't try to fuck none of y'all exes, is the same thing I'm saying now.
That's not what you said back then.
Then what did I say?
You said, yo, I wouldn't even entertain them. I wouldn't talk to them. You said, yo, you felt funny going in the strip club talking to Imani's old girl at the bar.
That's a fact.
Just saying hi.
That's a
like,
fact.
I wouldn't entertain
That's
them.
a
I wouldn't
fact.
do none of that.
Joe
That's what he
Budden
said.
would not entertain and would feel uncomfortable conducting conversation with any of y'all exes. So if a conversation happened with one of y'all exes, there had to be a way that she finagled that to happen, right? And if she finagled that to happen, she probably was trying to finagle something else, right? Girlfriend of 9 years, but she didn't. She managed to tell you none of anything.
Possibility.
But she managed to tell you none of anything.
That's
so Joe is very consistent in what he's saying. Where's Joe moving the goalposts?
Because you said, please, you gonna let me answer you?
He said that she might have tricked.
Stop, Flip.
Okay.
You gonna let me answer you? This is a very simple concept.
And you did care because you brought up mad years later. You don't speak to her, I don't speak to her, you brought it up. You care.
You are wrong.
That nigga cared.
You are mad wrong, number one.
The nigga cared and he was damn near accusing me of something, implying some shit.
You told me I fucked your bitch. That's when that came out, nigga. You accused me of fucking your bitch.
Wait, I said that this part too.
And I never fucked the bitch.
I'm consistent in what I said. I said that this part.
He asked me a question I would love to answer.
I didn't ask you shit.
You just asked me how the bitch got to your house. You let her come in your house. She can't finagle you to come in the house that you pay the rent.
So you don't know. So you don't know how she got now. So you don't know how she got now. So you don't know how she got now.
No, you can't. Because guess what?
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking my bitch of 9 years.
I don't give a fuck.
None of this sounds like that.
I'm not thanking you for that.
But you're welcome.
I'm not thanking you for that. I don't care if you.
But you're yelling at me for it.
Because you won't let me speak. You asked me a question and then you won't let me answer. You cut me
Look
off.
how you're speaking to your friend.
Seriously,
look how he's speaking to his friend.
Let me finish.
Look how he's speaking to him.
But you're gaslighting.
Look how he's speaking to him.
But you're gaslighting, Joe.
That's right. No girl can walk in your house under no pretenses at all.
That's not true.
Yo, dog, can I finish my fucking sentence?
Yeah, all right.
No girl can walk in your house without, under any pretenses, without you turning the knob and opening the door. That's one. Number two, you allowed a person to come into your home. I wasn't talking to Joe, and I wasn't talking to the girl. So the girl can't facilitate Joe hooking me back up with her if I don't speak to Joe.
Did she know you ain't speak to Joe?
Yes.
How, if you wasn't talking to her?
Because me and Joe fell out before me and her fell out.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just asking questions.
So again, me and Joe didn't talk for 6 years. Me and the girl were not speaking. So her objective to go to Joe's crib couldn't have been based around me. It could have been based around her wanting to fuck Joe. I never negated that.
Let me ask you another question.
Shoot.
Is it possible she might have thought you and Joe were cool?
Possible.
And could have went over there trying to finesse that back?
Possible.
I'm just asking.
Possible, yeah.
You know, we got to put beyond a reasonable doubt.
No, I said possible.
Okay,
I'm not negating that.
Okay.
What I'm saying, of course, I never get an opportunity to finish my sentence.
Because nothing you saying matters.
Every time I make sense,
Niggas have liked and loved lion trifling chicks. Like, that's just the bottom line. So I don't even really understand this particular conversation.
I'm guilty.
Whatever she said to get in the house clearly was some bullshit, nigga, because she had another plan. What are you talking about?
Who said? Nobody said anything.
What are you talking? Yes.
I think that's dirty macking by Joe. Just because that if the girl for 9 years Ish been dealing with, and the girl know I'm not cool with Joe, and we broke up, why you going to Joe crib to even talk about Ice if you know that I'm not cool with Joe? That's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
The fact that you have to open the door to let somebody in the house.
Open to possibilities. You see how easily I'm open to the possibility? Again, I'm accepting that, but you are not accepting that you said something to the total contrary, which is I wouldn't hold no conversations with y'all niggas bitches.
Now one day when she feel like telling you the truth, she could tell you what was said to her face.
You're dismissing
which supports my point of I would look at y'all bitches like they are Martians if they tried that shit with me. Hey, whether I speak to you niggas or not.
You're dismissing my sentence.
Oh.
You're dismissing my sentence. Your Joe sentence in the summer was I would never even entertain none of y'all bitches. I wouldn't talk to y'all bitches. I would never da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Opening the door and like a hoop is not entertaining a bitch. That's what we did to calm down.
If my girl of 9 years, we broke up, and she going to my man house to smoke hookah, and you blowing down hookah, what are you entertaining her? Stop playing, Joe. He capping. You definitely entertaining her. You smoking hookah. You gotta like the hookah. Paul, that look crazy. But yeah, that's crazy. Joe tripping.
Sometimes people can use tactics to get in your crib too, Ish.
Who said that? Who said that's not true? Who said that's not true? Y'all niggas are saying something that I'm not saying. I don't care if the bitch went over there and attempted to pull Joe's drawers off. Who said that that's not a possibility?
You're just saying that the fact that he had
I'm saying that Joe did something that he starkly says he does not do. That's the fucking point.
Ish, that's your point, right? If he's saying he don't entertain, what's your definition of entertain? Because it sounds like he got
Smoking hookah is entertaining. Stop playing. We're not doing that.
a different definition of entertainment.
Joe said he won't hold the conversation with our bitches. Am I wrong, Ice?
He said it.
He said it.
Am I wrong, Ice? So when you open the fucking door and you light up a hookah, you're having a conversation with a bitch.
People
you
I
just not
know.
put it just-
Don't
staring
start
at each other.
losing context now.
can't
I have
go-
regular. I'm not. You just need to
can't.
keep up. I have conversations with all of y'all old bitches still to this day.
You
That's
can't-
not what the fuck we were saying.
That wasn't.
I would not be having a conversation
I'm
trying
gonna-
to pop your old
I'm
bitch.
gonna look at the news.
Nor would I dignify if she was trying to pop.
I'm
You
gonna-
talking about a fucking hookah with your sensitive ass. Shut your fucking
I'm
ass.
far from sensitive, nigga. I don't give a fuck about these bitches.
You asked me 10 years later, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Like you did with your bitch.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I'm not you. I'm not you. That's what the fuck I keep saying. I've never asked you that 10 years later. I asked you that when you was by the pool giving my old bitch a foot rub. What are you talking about?
He's lying. Ain't nobody touched that bitch. He lying. That's number one. How this conversation start?
You just said today.
How the
You just
conversation
said
start?
today that he popped your old chick.
Look! And he said it in the summer. He said it both times. Yo, you pick and choose
No, the first one you said.
both times.
I'm with you because I made a complaint. But
Listen.
I made a complaint. I told him before, I don't want none of you niggas talking to any of my ex-bitches, friendly or not. You gotta pick a side.
You did.
I did say
You
that.
did say
I
that.
didn't say don't talk because I think you're gonna try to pop or
You
other
said
shit.
don't say hi, nigga.
Because you're picking a side. You're not letting them even think that they can even have the same relationship y'all had before just because.
Yo! What's wrong with this?
What you niggas doing?
Y'all ain't
I
right.
got a couple dollars, yo. She still work. I didn't know she. Oh shit. Oh man. I feel like a Red Bull tonight.
She looking good, them motherfucker too.
Word.
I ain't mad.
Hey, yo, word.
I ain't mad.
That's
Oh,
really,
man.
that's really, and that's the heated argument that everybody talking about right now. I think Joe just saying that Joe is putting out the point that he would never fuck nobody girl, they exes, and he did say that he wouldn't entertain nobody exes or like pop their exes. That's what Joe's standing on. But it's saying you say you would never entertain none of my exes, but one of my exes at your crib smoking hookah. So if you smoking hookah and we ain't been together for 9 years at your crib, that's entertaining. So I get Ish point and I guess Joe point. Joe's not looking at her being at his crib talking to him smoking hookah. That's not entertaining. He's just saying we ain't do nothing sexual. I ain't fuck her. So what are we talking about? I get both sides. Joe and Ish always have heated arguments, like the other clip I'm about to play right now, and they just be having heated arguments. And it's great content and it's good art. It's like, that's why I think it's the best podcast in the world, because I have heated arguments with a couple of my homies that just get heated. And this is a good argument. Now the second clip I'm playing, another one that they had was with when they had two Surf on the podcast. It was Surf, Ice and Ish, and they was talking about the perception with Birdman and stuff. That's another class. This is a legendary one, but the other one, that was a class. Ish really got in his bag. And I seen what Adam 22 said about Ish. Adam, you don't want no smoke with Ish. Ish will smoke your fucking boots. Ish likes to argue. He said it multiple times. He argumentative. He will smoke your boots. You better trip. You better calm that down. Now this is another one. I got this clip. They always have these. It's multiple times where Ish and Joe Budden got legendary arguments, and Joe picked a very good partner. That's why I rock with Ish heavy.
That same motherfucker.
The one person we talk about.
Fuck you talking
One
about.
person we
You
talk
are
about.
wrong, nigga. I'm
Holy
not wrong.
shit.
You wrong, nigga.
Holy.
And they were talking about the perception of like Birdman having the tattoos, and there's an argument about Birdman having tattoos and stuff on his head, going into meetings, and why he didn't go as far as like Jay-Z and stuff like that. And then like perception is reality. And we're gonna just watch.
You just look over there to Corey all fucking.
I'm not even looking at Corey.
You wrong.
Yo, you sound like a fucking
for our
nut.
relationship, I would never expect to be hearing out of Joe Budden's mouth and saying the way you're perceived does not affect the distance in which you go.
Yo,
The same nigga, hey, Surf, come to my house.
stop,
You
slow
better
down
not bring
for a
none of
minute.
them little wild motherfuckers to my house.
Because this is my
You
consistent
better not let nobody even drop you off,
and
sir.
I know that this is a trigger
The way you
for Ish.
perceive.
And I think Joe was I didn't agree with Joe on anything he said, but I think Surf and Ish smoked his boots on this one.
The way you are perceived affects in which of the distance you go. Stop
And we
that
all
shit.
from the bottom,
Joe Budden.
and niggas feel like that. We
Stop
all
that
from the
shit, Joe
bottom.
Budden.
Now imagine these rich,
I know
wealthy white
that
motherfuckers.
this conversation.
If
is
Joe would
is
tell
a
me not
trigger
to bring the
point
Crips
for
to his
Ish.
house, you think a 75-year-old
There you go.
fucking man from Switzerland is not going to say, don't bring the lokes in here?
So to y'all,
But you gave me $1 billion so I could, because I'm so big. So now I pull up with 15 Crips, 5 bitches, and a C on my face. In the back of your head, no matter how much business you do with me, when
You
it
gonna
comes
stay
to
at a certain level.
a certain distance.
You gonna stay at a certain level.
Come on, Joe. See, how you perceived is everything to do with how far you go.
Yo, I'm so happy he's
Everything.
here. Yeah. I'm so happy he's
Everything.
here.
You talking
I
to a
am
nigga,
so
you
fucking
talking to a
happy
nigga
he's here.
that's perceived a
is
certain
he
way.
expressing your point for you?
No, I'm telling you.
Y'all
the truth.
sound like lunatics.
We are tap
Y'all
dancing
are-
together. I know.
No, y'all not. It's a horrible dance.
I know it's not.
Y'all niggas sound nuts, but you die in this white sword all the time.
And that's why I'm happy
You
he's
are-
here.
you are-
Because you're turning it into a white thing
Ish.
instead of a money thing.
Ish.
That's your scapegoat all the time. Is to try to paint me as pro fucking white, and I'm the furthest thing
But
from.
that don't be me.
Because I got a white girlfriend now, I'm pro white.
No.
The fuck out my face, nigga. I'm pro money, pro
No,
business,
Ish.
and pro sense.
No, Ish.
You wrong.
No, Ish.
You are.
Well, let me talk.
stand
Hold
up.
up,
You
nigga.
just
Hold
be
up,
off.
hold up,
I'm
hold
glad
up.
he here. Because it ain't a white
I'm
thing
trying
no
to-
more. Because he fucking here.
Because he's standing on a black suit.
A professed Crip gang member rapper nigga from the bottom of North. He been shot. I've been shot. You know, man. Bro, I'm happy as hell he here.
I'm trying to talk to him for a minute. I can't respond to both of you at the same time. No, Ish, you're not pro-white because you have a white girlfriend.
That's what you preach to them.
No, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
you do. And Ice is sitting there shaking his fucking head. You do preach that to them. That I die on the white sword. You just said
Let me
it.
make myself clear. Because you three are agreeing with each other, that's not making me waver. So you don't
You
have
never
to
do.
waver.
But
You
don't-
never
but-
waver, Joe.
But
You never waver. 2 plus 2 could be on the board as 4. You gonna say it's 5, you're not gonna
I'm only saying
waver.
that you don't have to tell me about ISIS.
Joe, we pulled up definitions of
body
words and
language.
you said that's
That's
wrong.
Webster
That's
is wrong.
awesome. Let me get back to you.
This nigga said
Nobody-
Webster's stupid.
This episode right here, they was cooking their boots, but Joe is a mastermind of how you put this together, because Joe know he was wrong, but he was just doing it for content's sake. This is fire though.
Get back to you. Nobody's calling you pro-white because you have a white girlfriend. That's not even my style of potting. If I'm calling you pro-white, is because you're telling me that because the NFL opened the door and allowed Jay-Z to sit down and
Here he goes
that
and
they
takes
view
some
him as
semantic
equal.
bullshit.
And that's what
I
you
didn't
just
say
said.
that. No, I
And that's
fucking
what
didn't.
you just said.
No, I fucking didn't.
And you
Nigga, I
sound
said
like
the
a
biggest
fucking nut
white
when you
boys
say
club in the world allow him to modify some of their dealings. That's what I said. I didn't say they view him like equal.
What dealings?
You think you get that fucking halftime show without Jay-Z? I answered you. I just start. I didn't say that you were Joe, you doing all that don't make you right. That don't make you right.
No, white people letting us sing and dance don't mean shit, nigga.
I didn't say it did.
The fuck are you
I didn't
talking
say it
about?
did.
You do that every
I didn't
pod.
say it did. No, I
Fuck
don't.
up with that
Joe,
shit.
you the only nigga here agreeing with your fucking self. Only you.
When did he modify it?
I just told you.
You told me he put on a show.
I just told
I
you.
got Still Dre in my phone.
I just
You told
told
me when
you.
he modified it. Since you're so fucking
just
smart,
answered you.
I'm saying
I
them
answered you.
opening the
No,
door
you didn't answer
for one
for me
of our
yet.
best
I know-
black
I know-
men.
I know
Don't
they-
say that they view him a certain way.
I didn't say it did.
You saying they do.
I did not.
You
No,
started
no,
with-
you said
the
that.
NFL views
You
him.
said that.
I'm
You
fucking
always put niggas
rewind
in
the
stories
tape,
in the
yo.
nigga mouth. Yeah, rewind. Let's bet money.
tape, yo.
How much money you got? Let's bet it.
I don't have cash on you.
Let's bet it.
I don't have cash on you. I don't have cash
Let's
on you.
bet it. I ain't say that. Fuck you. You want to stay putting
I started with,
Nigga,
do you think the NFL and America views Jay-Z the way you should? All three of you are green ass
Yeah, I ain't
niggas.
said that the white people that own
Y'all
the
said
NFL
yeah.
view
Did you
him
say
as
yeah?
equals.
Did Did you say yeah? Did you say yeah?
Say that.
That's one arguing ass nigga right there. Adam, you better leave that nigga alone. He will smoke your boots. Yo, Ish will argue his ass, and he's making a great point, and I think Ish, Ice, and Surf, they smoked Joe in this one, but Joe also know he was doing this for content too. This is perfect. Joe is a mastermind this. Best show in the fucking world. Let's go.
It's equals. Nobody said equals. Soul said equals. You said viewed him as he should be viewed.
Equals?
And
I didn't say
nobody said the word that they view him as their equal. Not a soul in here said that, Joe. You're not gonna do that. Yo.
He always do that.
Oh, y'all are cute.
He always put words in the nigga mouth.
Equal. You just did.
No, motherfucker.
All right, y'all think the NFL or America views Jay-Z the way they should? It was a very simple question.
we all said
that
yes.
all you fucking white sheep
We
niggas
said yes.
said yes.
We didn't say equal.
You're wrong.
We didn't say equal. It's an opinion. We didn't say equal. We said yes. We said yes. We said yes.
Yes,
We feel like yes. Okay, that's fine.
Yes is
That's fine. We said we feel like Jay-Z's viewed as Jay-Z. All right.
The yes
right.
is wrong.
Know what you ain't answer for me yet?
I got a man standing on a
How
black
Jay-Z
sword.
get in the room and baby
He
didn't?
taking Advil.
You ain't answer that for me yet.
Talking
He
crazy.
ain't answer that for me yet.
You talking crazy. You talking about a man that's standing on a black sword and understands the black stance of it, but then doesn't go back and say, no, I understand what it is to be perception is reality. How you're perceived is
It's
how far
somebody
you
else's
go.
reality.
How could you be standing on the black side of the argument and did not agree with the way you present it? Bro, if I walk into a fucking deal with E1 and my pants is at my knees, they gonna treat me like that. How is
If
that
you're not well spoken, they're gonna treat you a
They gonna
certain way.
treat you like that.
If your presentation physically is a certain thing, they're gonna treat you a certain way. That ain't that E1 nigga, that's at the fucking DMV.
Standing at the
You can go to fucking
We on
DMV,
the black side of
nigga. You can
things.
go to McDonald's and they gonna treat you like something if you carry yourself like
Perception is
something.
reality.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Hey, but wait, look. Y'all right.
Perception is reality on every color spectrum. Every color spectrum. A nigga walking here with holes in his t-shirt and some dirty ass sneakers, we're gonna assume he ain't got $1. He pulling this motherfucker, everything, and I'm not talking about you because you understand something. The average motherfucker, he pulling in with 3-4 bust downs on, 2-3 bitches in a car outside, we assume he got something.
That's true.
Cause your perception and how you're perceived is everything. I'm 80 years old. I got $50 billion to put into you motherfuckers. I gave y'all 5 of my 50. If you don't get it together with that 5, I don't have to bring you into this office, Joe. I did my part for you already. How much do I owe you if I brought you to the table? What else do I owe you? If my business is my business, whether it be battle rap, music, whatever, once I give you your just due for whatever I think it is, and you agree to it, after that, however much I fuck with you more on that is a personal thing.
Or more money.
Or more money. Oh, because you did, listen, we are paying you to paint this house. After the house is painted, we say, you know what? You did a motherfucking immaculate job. Come sit down at the table with us.
I want you to do the roof now.
That ain't and that's not real. That's not real. I painted you to fucking make the house nice. They paid the nigga to, this is facts.
And if you couldn't create no value monetarily, I wouldn't even speak to you. I would be scared to talk to you.
You did create value. Look, his argument is, look, he created value. He did. He created value.
No, absolutely.
So I have to give you more. Because of what you create. Fuck what we discussed. I have to give you more. Or I have to hold you in a higher light besides what I paid you to do. I don't have to do that. White or black.
Joe, you are the same niggas that said,
I said, okay. Yeah.
you don't even owe people respect. You sitting here saying that these white people need to hold these people in a higher regard. You are the same person that said, yo, your friends ain't even owed respect.
That's a false sense of security, people. Please don't think that nobody owe you anything because nobody owes you nothing.
So what do they owe Dre? I don't agree with that,
Nothing.
mind you. I think
Nothing.
Dre, Tyler Perry, Jay-Z, all of these people, most accomplished people in the world. I agree.
Talking about some of the
A
most
fraction of a percent. Not even 1%. A fraction, a thousandth of a percent. A millionth of a percent.
We're talking about multi-millionaires and
Billion.
saying that whoever got them to that level didn't give them enough or give them what they like. That's what we arguing about right now. About niggas not having they just due.
And cosigns. You know who cosigned Jay? I'm going to start chopping it up with Warren Buffett. I'm gonna start chopping it up with this person. I'm gonna start chopping it up with that person. And this conversation allows them to say, nah, he cool.
Niggas ain't leave the projects and go across town to another project and try to holler at the nigga that's dope in that project. No, niggas leave to ascend, go further up. So you mean to tell me I signed a deal with you, I look up 7 years later, and you're actually, like I said, you're just a bigger blood. I gave you $1 billion, I look up 7 years later, you're a bigger blood. Not a bigger businessman, not a bigger, and I know you're making these, I'm talking about what you're showing. You might be doing everything.
You might be doing shit behind closed doors.
But I'm talking about what you're showing. You showing I've done nothing but invested in making the bloods bigger. That's what I did with my billions of dollars. I made the bloods bigger. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You don't owe that nigga nothing more. Like, no, bro, you crazy, Joe. I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
Dog.
I cannot believe you just went.
Yo, yeah, bro. You got me sweating. My head hurt. I don't even take pills. I'm on my 4th fucking ibuprofen.
I didn't even know this what this came with.
Hey, my job is done here.
That's the fucked up part. That's why I don't like this nigga. Yo, my job done. Oh, he happy as shit.
Hey,
That's why I ain't gonna let him wake me up.
On the last sick break, on the last sick break, I said to Parks, I said, yo, we done, look.
Don't know what he be doing. Don't know
Look at
what he be
these
doing.
idiots.
That shit not funny, yo. He know what he do. Like,
Yo, he an asshole. He do that shit on purpose.
This nigga's a machine.
that shit not funny, yo. That shit is getting annoying. You know he can get in there.
Yo, now y'all the greatest part of him. I don't have a voice. I scream too, nigga.
Can't even go to Pergola, yo.
You sweat your shit out already.
Yeah.
Yo, keep us in your prayer.
That's it. That's all I got. But shout out to the Joe Budden podcast, the best podcast in the world. Nobody rocking with them. I can't wait till Surf come home and he get to be on the podcast again, because them four, they be killing it, especially with Melissa Ford. But yeah, fire. Ain't nothing I can say. But yeah, these are two great arguments. A lot more. But if you haven't seen the Joe Budden podcast, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you're missing out. And like and subscribe, and we out.